And what's up? Welcome back to another Stronghold Crusader video. This is not a tournament video. Surprise, surprise. We just finished round 1 and I thought I would take some of the requests that I've been getting and maybe do a few of them. A few by meaning 2 at max, possibly just this one. But this game has just been requested so much that I had to do it. And here it is. We have Saladin Emir versus Wolf and Frederick. And just to kind of switch things up, we're going to go ahead and run the game on normal mode with 2,000 starting gold. I know a lot of you guys have been requesting to see that with how it would impact those European lords and how they compare to getting up and running. Another thing, I have changed the castle mod. Some of you have been getting sick of the EvreyImproved that I've been using, and I've changed it to Tabitha or whatever it's called. Probably my actual favorite because it kind of keeps the integrity and the personality of each of these wonderful lords here, and when you take that away it can really hurt. Very interested to see if our boy Saladin is as good on this mod as he is on the other ones. The only problem that I do have with this castle configuration is sometimes these castles are so ridiculously large that they don't often work on normal created maps that we have been given by just Firefly Studios that you'd find in the base game. Oftentimes they're building over resources because they don't account for castles this large. Another thing you're probably noticing is that, wow, your spectator mode is working, and you would be absolutely correct. It is. Turns out that after re-downloading, or re-downloading the patch with the changed files that I want, I was like, heck, let me throw on spectator mode, see if it works if I change the castle configuration, and what do you know, it does. So, very happy about that. So, gonna be in spectator mode for this one. No one gets to see me die, eaten alive by lions. Absolutely run down. This should be an extremely interesting game, and we have Frederick with an extremely early attack here, looking so much stronger than what he normally does. Saladin kind of on the back foot, I'd say. Not really a whole lot of troops or anything. Same with Emir, looking pretty strong though, while Wolf is not. Extremely interesting castle. Things to note that in this castle build he is back at using negative fear factor instead of positive. That is definitely a large change, and maybe something that could hurt him as his troops aren't going to be as strong. Looks like Saladin did fend off this castle attack, which is good for him. Unfortunate that his ballista is just shooting. Holy smokes, Frederick is already stacked up with those crossbows. Look at that. This is going to be a defensive break, especially using Arabian Swordsmen. It is not going to be easy. This could be a very long game. That's all I gotta say. Wolf, interesting castle. I don't hate it. I don't love it per se. I'll talk more about that later. Let's go ahead and see how his first attack goes against the Emir. I do think Wolf is possibly going to wipe Emir off this map here. We do know that a Wolf 1v1 versus Frederick, he did win. I'm not sure how that goes now. These European lords are looking so much stronger than what we normally see, and these Arabian lords aren't looking as strong as what we normally see. Saladin's defenses, he's got about 2 archers in each tower. Don't know what that is about, while these European lords are just stacking crossbows in his towers. Look at Frederick here. This is insanity. Pretty efficient castle built for his materials as well. Alright, let's jump back over here to Wolf's castle. I don't know, it's fine. And that's really just about what I have to say about it. I mean, I don't specifically see anything like bad about it, but I'm not like sitting here like, oh my god, I love it. Maybe it's just like the shape. But also efficient. I also, in this mod, you just notice that they wrap everything up in their castles. There's no building left outside. Even Saladin here in his back, he's got everything inside. You can't have that. Would like to see some archers on these inner gatehouses here. This castle is almost like too big to defend. He's missing a back ballista here. I don't know what that is about. As well as, oh, he's got a front ballista. That is nice. He's going to be able to continuously drop this trebuchet maybe. That would be just a little eating it back. And what is this? There's a massive attack here coming out of Wolf's castle. as well as coming out of Saladin's castle. That was an insane amount of horse archers. Emperor Frederick is leading here in troops. Was able to defend Saladin's horse archers. Absolutely crazy, the amount of archers that he has. If Frederick gets this, if Wolf gets this kill, it's over. I no faith to Saladin to take this 2v1 this time. That's just too many good troops. Saladin has been a very strong, almost too strong AI lord that we've been seeing, and even now we do see a very good eco on him and Wolf, but it has gotten to the point where we need to see him brought low here, and Wolf doing what Wolf does best, following up this attack with just an impressive amount of siege. He's got his castle on fire, and Emir is going to be going down here soon. Kind of crazy. And here we go with Frederick coming out with just a massive attack. Let's go ahead and check that troop count. 380 troops. It's no small thing to laugh at. That is a lot of swordsmen if I've ever seen any. And he's also got the pikes to undig the moat, which is lovely. I don't know where they're going. I guess around to the back side of that little small wall. Either way, the Emir is just about done here, and those swordsmen from Emperor Frederick are decimating. Let's go ahead and slow this down. I don't want to miss anything. Saladin's dead. He's not stopping this march of swordsmen to come in. And there he goes. That was a horrible angle. I apologize for that. Emperor Frederick showing us that maybe a good castle is all it's take. I only changed the AIV file. I did not touch the AIC file. I'm still on the Xander Alpha, so that should control how the AIs are behaving. I don't know what to even say about this. Frederick definitely popping off, and I don't think Emir is long for this world. I maybe will have to change it back to Xander and run this again and see how it goes. I'm sorry, not Xander, to EvreyImproved Castle AIVs, but crazy that, oh, Wolf coming out, just a massive attack. Let's go ahead and slow this down. Look at that number of horse archers. All those assassins are probably going to burn. No, not all of them. Here we go. We just have a massive amount of troops coming in. They're going to get in possibly right here if he doesn't have walls behind it. Does look like he does. But the bulk of the army hasn't even gotten there yet. They are just hammering down here. And they are inside. I don't think Emir has the amount of troops that he needs to defend against this many troops coming inside. And there the Emir goes. Frederick and Wolf just wiping the floor here. Absolutely crazy. We see Saladin not having that insane amount of gold that we usually see. Very interesting. Come out here, Wolf, the man of the hour, back to the #1 spot for him, I would imagine, if I would do 1v1s with this castle mod. Kind of crazy. Let's go ahead and jump castle mods. Hopefully spectator mode will continue to work. That would be so very nice. And then we'll rerun this on EvreyImproved and see exactly what is the difference. Right, welcome back everyone. We have EvreyImproved reinstalled. Should be a lot of fun. Let's go ahead and just hop right on into this game and see how the different castles affect how well our lords do. Very interesting castle from Saladin. I'm trying to remember if we've seen this one before, as well as a good looking castle from Wolf, in my opinion. Frederick is doing one of his ones that don't really look any different. I guess what I've noticed right off the bat is that the build order from the other castle mod that we had looked at is completely different. We see our European lords rushing out their What I can't remember what those are called right now. I'm having a complete brain fart. I'm rushing out the people that take the hops and make the barrels, or the barrels of beer. Very different than what we are used to seeing for sure. Very interesting and different build order. Pretty strong castle though for Frederick, I would say. It's a bit stronger than what I think I'm used to seeing, size-wise at least. Wolf, pretty good castle, I'd say. Same with the Emir, very compact, nice all around. Saladin, also compact for what we're used to seeing with him, but he still is going to be just launching fast attacks. And here we go. Wolf is not as set as he was in the last game. What is kind of there, we have to remember that most of the time when I give them more starting gold, they're able to get up and running faster before that first attack comes. So most of the time Frederick's got a little bit more archers out. I'd love to see him just get a little bit more up and running though. Wolf looking to be quite up and running. This could be a very interesting and long match. But is overall looking pretty solid. Our boy Saladin, I'm absolutely raking it in as always on this castle mod, I guess. This EvreyImproved, I guess, really favors him. Like I said, I didn't touch my AIC file. Still using Xander Alpha. It's been pretty reliable, and Saladin coming in with those horse archers. I'm not too surprised that Frederick is falling already. He really didn't have anything to defend against those horse archers. Still just a pretty weak early game from Frederick. Is able to defend it off though. Is completely defended off. Saladin's slaves are coming in to rebuild his moats, which is great. And we go ahead and we have an attack from Emir. Looking like Wolf sent out his own counter attack at the exact same time and was able to also easily defend out Emir. I'm not surprised. I think Wolf will win in this 1v1 long term, as well as I think Saladin is going to win in this long term. It's just a matter of time of can Wolf kill Emir that fast. It'll be a tight race. Saladin throwing in another attack. Frederick already put on that back point. Whoa. Whew. I did not expect him to undig that moat. It is going to be the end. Saladin absolutely knocking down. Is it the end? Is it? Yes. It's got to be the end. Yeah. Saladin absolutely knocking down Frederick in a matter of time. I don't understand why this man Saladin is just so OP with EvreyImproved. Absolutely crazy. And he goes to throw another attack here against Wolf. Wolf now in a 2v1 against two very strong Arabian lords here. What is one to do? I don't know even. I guess we shall see. Looks like his fortress is pretty well set up that it can take quite a beating. He needs to defend these resources here. We see assassins already coming in to raid those. He can't let that happen. He doesn't have any troops out there floating, as well as a nice constant barrage from Saladin catapults in the front there that has previously helped out his defenses. Assassins getting stuck on that first wall, it's something we love to see, and not really a lot of swordsmen coming over. Just taking a beating, but still bringing in resources through this door, that's something we need to be, as I said that. It's a pretty efficient run, I'd say, for iron, stone, and even a little bit of food here, as well as pitch. I mean, that's straight into his stockpile. It's a very good, efficient castle for him. And Saladin with his first throw at a big attack here is building them up quite quickly, is hammering Wolf's walls. Overall, I don't think it's going to kill him, but him and Emir are just going to keep hammering Wolf. And we already know what happens on a 1v1 against these two. Could light his buildings on fire here with ballistas. We already know what happens on a 1v1 with Saladin and Wolf. Now we just have Emir speeding up this process. I don't know how much longer our boy is going to be able to hold on here. Let's hope. Doesn't have any backup stone left on the stockpile. He's got no stone left either. Those assassins have completely cleared it off. Saladin, just a madman, but is actually below Emir. I'm going to say because of a troop count right now. But with that kind of gold, he'll be up there very soon. Let's go ahead and maybe even pick this up just a little bit faster here. And we have an attack coming from Emir where Wolf has not been able to recover. He hasn't been able to really get any kind of stone in. But he is sending an attack. Thank God for that, you know, because he definitely doesn't need any of those troops to defend at all. They really did a lot against Emir. Fantastic. And now he's left with like 5 troops. But hey, let's buy our siege back before we get any more troops, because my goodness, like my guy, that was the wrong move for sure. Let's go ahead and speed this up to about 800 here before we can see an attack. That is a lot of horse archers here from Saladin. Able to clear off these towers. Is in. He needs to hold this. He will hold this. Has already cleared out a lot of the fire traps. This is going to be the end of Wolf. His men have gotten in, and it's all because Wolf decided to send that attack. That is highly unfortunate. Saladin racking up both kills in this game. Crazy how one small build order within those castles can really change things. Holy smokes. I'm just leagues above. Next closest player was Emir with 73k. Crazy. There's a lot of you guys out there that are much more intelligent with how these Crusader files work. Comment down below what you think on how, you know, the EvreyImproved really just nerfs. I can't even tell if it's a nerf or if it's a buff to like the Arabian lords, or if it's a nerf to the European lords, because we still see Lionheart do well. And I know that you know, a lot of you guys wanted to see the European lords start with lower gold and see how they compare to the Arabian lords. It didn't help. I honestly think that if I would turn the gold higher and give everyone 40k starting gold, that they would probably do better, because they would be able to get up and running, be able to get those archers in their towers, and that's where they shine. We saw that in the first game. As soon as Frederick and Wolf got enough crossbows in their towers and were able to send out those large attacks and actually like get full ecos in swing, they can do it quite easily. So maybe you would run this scenario again with 40k gold starting. Right, tuning in here, 40k starting gold for everyone. We're quick running it. We're on 1,000 speed here. Might be turning that up to 2,000, but as you can see, fully up and running. Can he defend? I think he can. He might be left a little bit more broke for it, but he's got enough archers in those towers, and we do see Wolf throwing out a first attack here against the Emir. A little bit of a change. Frederick easily defended that attack. Let's go ahead and turn up this speed even more here. I'm not going to be turning down for attacks or kills. This is really just going to be an absolute quick match. Let's go ahead and get right on into it. Very little probably commentary for me. I don't want to make this match more than 5 minutes. Emir throwing out his first attack against Wolf. What is it going to do? Not a whole lot. It is looking like, and we are getting just a ton of lag. Let's go ahead and turn this back down to 2,000. Saladin coming out with the second attack. Let's turn this down even more. My game is suffering. Holy smokes. It was getting laggy there. Saladin is absolutely bombarding Frederick, but he's able to hold on and still have a good amount of gold left over, and Wolf's attacks are just getting bigger. Emir rated as the second lord, but look at how big that attack is by Wolf. Let's go ahead and slow this down even more. The game is taking a little bit of a hit, I can tell. Look at that, walking in through Emir's front gate already. Absolute turnaround from what we've seen with low starting gold. Emir throwing an absolute counterattack. Maybe not the best thing to do. He is inside. Doesn't have enough to finish it. Frederick. Wow, not messing around with that attack, that's for sure. Saladin throwing a counterattack could be extremely bad timing for him. I guess I can't go above 500. It's not though. He's cleared out a good number of troops with his Arabian lords. Good raids coming in from Frederick in the back as well. And here we go. This is exactly what I was talking about at the end of the last game. As soon as Frederick gets to late game, he gets archers and he gets stacked. The problem is getting there. The problem is absolutely getting there, which is why I think European lords do better with higher gold starting in this castle mod. We see Wolf running by these horse archers. I circle his entire castle. There's nothing left on this man's walls. Oh, and he's already refunded it all. We were seeing Wolf just devastate the Emir, keeping his eco down. Has dropped 2 towers, 3 towers now. It won't be enough to kill him. But holy smokes, that entire left side of the castle took a beating. Let's go ahead and go down here. Kind of a stalemate for Frederick and Saladin. That's a lot of exposed buildings in the back of his base. Another massive attack coming in though. If it is a 1v1, I'd give it to Saladin. But I just don't know with this amount of starting gold. Kinda crazy. This is gonna be a very long YouTube video, and I am sorry in advance. What is happening? Okay, I thought he was gonna run directly for his king. Amazing tower there. Unfortunately, Frederick has men. He's not going to drop Frederick. I don't think he's going to drop Saladin. And I don't think the Emir can hang on for too much longer. Emperor Frederick and Wolf above both. Saladin and Saladin's base is on fire. Holy smokes, taking an absolute beating. Really can't put that out. But using it on defense as well, I guess you could say. Has lost all of his men. It might be the end of Saladin. Has lost every single building. Yes, place down more to keep that fire burning. And here we go. Wolf starting just an absolute another massive raid here on Emir. What is happening? I can't even tell you. Look at this. The European lords coming back with this mod with an absolute vengeance. Emperor Frederick, rated as the #1 lord. Couldn't tell you why. There we go. Has broken down the castle again, but just wasn't enough to able to get inside. The Emir's broke. Straight up broke. Wolf is pushing 6k. He's gonna spike up another army and take this man down soon anytime. Look at this. He's got nothing on his towers. He's got an absolute hole in his base. He's got no front towers. Wow, what a turnaround. Give them just a little bit more starting gold. And look at that. That's what I swear. Okay, I've already said this, but I have to say it again. Frederick just needs to make it to mid to late game. Look at all these crossbowmen. Wait, what? Saladin's attacking? He just had nothing left in his base. Naturally, he's rebuilt the entire thing, throwing in another attack. I think it's going to be another good defense here by Frederick. A lot of Saladin's men are dying. They will be able to go up, but it's not going to do anything. Frederick sending out his own attack or just playing defense? Definitely sending out his own attack. A long attack. And we also have the Emir going. This is a very fast and intense game. I don't think Emir's attacks are going to do much here. Doesn't exactly have a whole lot. I cannot say the same for Emperor Frederick. His attacks are becoming quite dangerous, as we saw in that very first game. Oh, it's over for Emir. I'm gonna try and watch both these. I don't think Saladin's gonna die. Unfortunately, he is the GOAT on this mod. But I do think, let's go ahead and slow this game down here. Might slow it down just a little bit more. We do see that Wolf's troops are pushing up there, as well as they're about to get in on Saladin's castle. Let's go ahead and zoom in. Watch that. Alright, Emir has fallen to Wolf, and Saladin's castle is half gone. Let's go ahead and speed this back up to 200.
message from the wolf. My master informs you of his desire to take control of your lands.
Thank you, Wolf. I have a ton of lands to give you. This attack is devastating to Saladin's eco. He's got everything back here. Some of his stuff is not working. And he's still got 3 men in there. Needs to open up that gate. At this point, Wolf is stacking up against him. Emperor Frederick's got 10k gold. European lords coming back with a vengeance. Not messing around. This could be, I guess, the second time. But the first video that Saladin has lost on our castle mods that we play on. Those knights went in for a little raid there. Got a few buildings. Nothing too great as far as damage-wise. Yeah, I just... I mean... I don't know. Everyone in the comments... Well, not everyone. Most people in the comments were saying that Europeans did better on low start gold. But the things that I have noticed is that they do better with high start gold. Because, well, their buildings cost so much more to make and produce that it really sets them back in the early game. So if they're given that early gold just to get them done and out there, then they can use that money to start requesting troops. Here we go. Massive attack here from Wolf. Let's go back to speeding that up. His army hasn't really arrived. Horse archers definitely has softened them up. Would love to see Frederick attack right now as well. Going into the eco. Gonna be... Oh, Frederick's in the eco. My bad. Setting him back. Let's go ahead and slow this down even more. To 200. Which is probably, I think, like the perfect speed. Has some nice horse archers on his walls. Trying to help. Is inside of the eco. Taking, yet again, another big hit. Don't get me wrong, this isn't Saladin's best castle either. He's only got one way in and out of his castle, and all of his inns outside. So I don't necessarily think this is Saladin's best castle of this mod. But I've always said, if you can't play well in all castles, then can you be considered the best? Absolutely not. Let's go ahead and turn this game back up. And Frederick, I am scared to see how big this attack is. 411. That is European troops, which we know to be just a little bit stronger than the Arabian troops. That is a... I was about to say, there's a lot of swordsmen. And here we go. Let's go ahead and throw into this. He has the tower down. Will he use the tower? I would love to see him use the tower. Is he going to go up the tower? He is inside, or all of his men start to reposition there. Those fire throwers are devastating on defense. I'll give it to Saladin. He has been able to fend off some massive offensives here. And while he is falling off, he has a lot of troops inside of his tower. But so as soon as he decides to attack, he is done. I do not think this attack is going to kill, so I'm going to go ahead and turn up that speed again. I'm trying to keep this video short, but also bring you guys that good content. This very well could be a 30-minute video. I sure hope it's not. Might have to add in some cuts, so if my words just randomly cut off, I apologize. Saladin sending an attack, doing exactly what he should not do when his eco is in disarray. And this is a full-fledged Saladin attack, you know, versus a very late-game Frederick, and we see what is he really done. See, Frederick just needs to get late game. That was like Wolf in their 1v1s. Yes, he lost, but it takes so much longer to bring them down. And we've seen Wolf just get quick drop repeatedly all the time. He just needs to get to that late game. Saladin just needs to get some stone. He's got to build up some troops quickly here for defense. I think we can go ahead and turn it. Oh, okay. We'll leave it at 500 here in the beginning. He's missing some defense. Trust some eco, or crush some eco to get some money here. Let's go ahead and watch this. This is no small attack from Wolf. We've seen him throw massive attacks before. 422 units versus 111. Obviously not all of them are here, but that is the rough estimation, and I do think it is over. They are inside. Fire thrower is trying to go to work here, and it is over.
I'm just as well. I put myself at your mercy.
Indeed. So what have we really learned? Um, one, European lords really depend on that build order, and the build order is clearly stronger in Tabitha, and that was seen in game 1. However, this is a tournament that I'm doing using EvreyImproved, and if we want to change it at some point going forward, we can do a different castle. I'm definitely down for that after this tournament, of course. So I guess for the castle mod that we're currently using for our tournament move, we come to realize that European lords do a lot better with higher starting gold, and Arabian lords do well all around, but just the European lords just depend on more money in the beginning of the game, which makes sense if you think about it logically. Thank you all for watching this little break after round 1. It's probably going to be a long video, and again, I'm sorry for that, but I couldn't leave it tied 1-1 here. I had to do something, if you're truly the better ones won on more of the settings. Emperor Frederick and Wolf showed up, that is for sure. And thank you for watching. I'll see you all next time.